that king can be likened to the accuser of the brethren. It can be likened to the devil. Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Sit with Fulu, and of course, I am Fulu. So if you're visiting the channel for the first time, please kindly subscribe. If you have not subscribed to this channel, like this video and also let me know what you think in the comment section below. Okay, so there is this movie, a Nollywood movie that has been trending for a while now. The title is Jagun Jagun. It practically means the warrior in English language. The movie has been trending. It has been what everybody is talking about. But there is one aspect of the movie that I want to talk about, and that will be the downfall, or should I say what led to the downfall of the Jagun Jagun himself, that is Ogundeji. Now, there is something I want you to note. Okay, before I continue with this video, let me say that this is not like a review of the movie. No, this is not like endorsement. No, I'm just pointing out something. I've seen the movie. A content creator, Tito the writer, said something about this movie on Instagram, and after watching the video, I could not stop thinking about it, and I started thinking, and I was getting more light on it, and I decided to share what I got in this video. There is something that we should note, that this man, the Jagun Jagun himself, that is Ogundeji, was a very powerful man. He was the type of man, a type of warrior that was backing kings. Like, you can't become a king around him without his approval. In fact, you don't even need to be the rightful heir to the throne. You don't need to be the one that's supposed to be the king. But once you have his backing, he's going to put you there, and you're going to be seeking for his interest too. But now there was a young man that came, that was Botija, played by Lateef Adedimeji, that came to learn how to become a warrior. Now, this Ogundeji was a very powerful man in all levels. That was the reason this Botija thought he could learn to be a warrior from him. But as this young man, Botija, was learning, and he was growing, and he was becoming well known, it came to the attention of Ogundeji himself. And now, remember that scene during the festival where he shot the arrow and he won the contest, a contest that nobody used to win. He won it, and one king, played by Adebayo Salami, whispered to Ogundeji that look out for this young man, do something about him, he's going too much, he's going too fast, so do something about this guy. And then Ogundeji was like, okay, noted. And to a lot of powerful men, they don't want that, they feel threatened. And that is the point, the part where we as believers, we need to learn something from. Now, note that as powerful as this man was, he felt threatened by a man that came, a young man that came to learn from him. And his trouble was more heightened when that king whispered to him and told him to do something about that young man. Now, that king can be likened to the accuser of the brethren. It can be likened to the devil, whispering to us, telling us things that we are not even supposed to think about, giving us ideas. If you look at what happened to that Ogundeji, you will notice that by the time his mind was set on destroying that young man, his own life, his exploit was on hold. Like, he was not doing anything meaningful anymore. He ignored every good thing in his life. Like when you have 100 and you ignore the 100 that you have, and you are looking to pull down the man that has like 2. Well, this is what the devil can push us to do. Now, the devil sometimes will make us so jealous of our neighbor to the point that we are focused on what our neighbor has, while we ignore what we have. Like, God has blessed you with a lot of things, but now all those things that God has blessed you with, they mean nothing to you, simply because somehow you now wish to have what your neighbor has. Now, it is important to know that God has given you power. He has given you the authority. He has given you everything that you need to reign in your area of influence. But it is the ambition and the goal of the devil to shift your focus from what God has given you to what he has not given you. Like, you're no longer interested in what God has done for you or what God is doing in your life. You now want what God is doing in the life of another person. So, we too as believers, it is important for us to check our motives, to check the thought in our hearts, and to make sure that we're not listening to the whispers of the devil, the suggestions of the devil, to ignore what God has given us, to ignore our own strength, our own powers, to ignore our own authority while we hate on our neighbor. And it is important to note that there is no way you're going to focus on growing your own potentials while you are going to also focus on killing another person's potential. So the question is, are you growing yourself, or you are focused on killing another person's potentials? So you can't say, yes, I am trying to grow myself, while at the same time I am seeking for the downfall of my neighbor. It can't work. Like it can't happen. You cannot be trusting God to grow you, to empower you, to give you more grace, more wisdom, to multiply you, while you are seeking for the downfall of your neighbor. Another thing is that your creativity is being killed every time you are pulling down another person. So the question is, which one is more important to you? Focusing on yourself, on what God is doing in your life, or what God has done for you, or pulling down your neighbor? One has to give. You can't have it both ways. The question is, which one are you going to have, and which one are you going to choose? Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Till I come your way again, this is Citrus Folu, and of course I am Folu. And remember that Jesus loves you passionately, and he loves you for eternity. Bye.